Good morning and welcome to another edition of Newspaper Review on your breakfast show Inside Nigeria. It's reaching your leadership television today, Thursday, April 4, 2024. And my name is Winifred Ubebo, your host on the program. We have Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Leadership, The Nation, Vanguard, The Guardian, and Daily Sun on our menu on today's edition of the program. Of course, normally on the program, we like to flag off with Nigeria's most influential leadership. Leadership's leading story today says new tariff. Band A homes may spend 170,000 naira on electricity monthly. New tariff. Band A homes may spend 170,000 naira on electricity monthly. Labor businesses grown. Manufacturers more own power generation plan. And of course, leadership has an illustration beneath that headline story. I'll take it one after the other. Electricity tariff increase. We have 1.1 trillion naira as federal government's estimated savings from removal of subsidy and tariff hike. We have band A 20 to 24 hours per day, 225 kilometer width per hour, 240%. It goes to 15% and 40%. On that 240%, we have the new tariff for band A 225 kWh. Former tariff was 66 per kWh. Number of tariff is 240% increase from old. We have total consumers percentage of band A consumers, 15% of total consumers. Then we now have 40%, it goes to 40% of total generation. Percentage of electricity consumption by band A, 40% to total generation. We also have 3.4 trillion naira as federal government's total electricity subsidy payment from 2015 to 2023. That is 3.4 trillion naira. 50,000 naira worth of electricity, which bought 757.6 kWh before increase, now buys 222.2 kWh for a month's consumption. The difference is really high. And of course, the main headline story once again is new tariff. Band A homes may spend 170,000 naira on electricity monthly. Beside that, we have Taiwan earthquake kills 9, injures 900. Governors NSC mourn Ali Chiroman. Peace path, I only respect Tinubu, can't be intimidated. Fubara. Convert your dollars to naira now, Omokri urges holders. Again, Tinubu signs student loan bill into law. It's a story that runs on page 7 of Leadership. Above the masthead of Leadership, slaying 17 soldiers while troops are still in Okwama, CDS. Impeachment, Shaibu backs out as panel dismisses court order. Headline stories today on Leadership's Thursday, April 4, 2024 edition. With that, we move to page 3 where we have our stand. Our stand today is on the Zugeru power plant. From the Zugeru power plant, on our stand, we move to the back page of the paper where we have been blunt with Muazu Elize. Muazu is like writing on Fire's victory the morning after. Fire's victory the morning after. Today, Thursday, April 4, 2024. And for continuation of these headline stories, the editorial on our stand and the back page, inside pages, log on to the website of Leadership, www.leadership.ng. From Leadership, we move to Daily Sun. Incidentally, all the papers have the story on electricity increase today on this Thursday, April 4, 2024. Starting with Daily Sun. Daily Sun's headline story says federal government jacks up electricity tariff by 240%. It will affect only consumers, customers on 20-hour power supply neck. NLC man OPS orders kick. I'll take that once again. Federal government jacks up electricity tariff by 240%. And the riders, it will affect only customers on 20-hour power supply. NEC, that is National Electricity Regulation Committee. NLC, Nigerian Labour Congress, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Organized Private Sector, others kick. Second headline story says, Rivers crisis, Fubara declares war, says it's now fire for fire. Promises to surprise anybody who dare. The story is on page 26 of Daily Sun. Okwama killing, stop amplifying activities of undesirable elements. Army chief, tax media. Okwama killing, stop amplifying activities of undesirable elements. Army chief tax media. Impeachment, Shaibu urges panel to obey court order. Customs generates 1.3 trillion naira in first quarter of 2024, says CG. Make retirement easy for workers, NLC urges federal government, says. 946 injured in Taiwan's strongest earthquake in 25 years. Varsity student slums dies playing football match in Ebonyi. The story is on page 5 of Daily Sun. May the soul of the departed rest in peace. And this last story on the cover today, Thursday, April 4, 2024, is the story just beside the masthead of Daily Sun. Tinubu signs student loan scheme bill into law. And with that, we move on to the next paper we have on our menu, and that is The Guardian. Meanwhile, for continuation of those headline stories on Daily Sun, Inside Stories, log on to the website of Daily Sun, www.sunnynewsonline.com. Of course, let's see what The Guardian is offering today, Thursday. Guardian's headline story says 2 million households to pay 225 per kWh as prepaid meter may hit 300,000 naira. Out of the 13.2 million registered customers in the country as of March this year, only 5.8 million, that is 44% of them, have received meters. This implies that about 8 million consumers are being billed arbitrarily. This is the illustration beneath the headline story. 2 million households to pay 225 per kilowatts as prepaid meter may hit 300,000 naira. And of course, on the right hand side, we also have beneath just the same illustration, we have band A. Band A consists of 24 hours and 68. A new tariff from the old tariff of 68, it goes to 225 new tariff, and of course with a percentage of 231%. We have band B. Band B consists of 16 hours. 16 hours is from the old 63 to 63, no increase as whatsoever, so there's no percentage increase. Band C, same with band C, which consists of 12 hours. We have old tariff of 50, new tariff 50, no increase. Band D consists of 8 hours. Old tariff 43, new tariff 43, no increase. Band E has 4 hours. The old tariff 40, new tariff 40, no increase. Meanwhile, the right hand illustration is an illustration on the increase in meter prices between 2013 and 2024. We had a single phase from 24,000, three phase 53,000, and cap MI1, that is from June 2016. We have single phase of 44,896.17 naira to 82,855.19 naira kobo. We have single phase since 2021 of 58,661 naira.69 kobo, and this three phase goes for 109,684 naira.36 kobo. For 2023, we have single phase of 81,975.16 to 143,836 naira.10. Liberalized market may push prepaid meter price to 300,000 naira. These are the illustrations today beneath the headline story on The Guardian. 2 million households to pay 225 naira per kWh as prepaid meter may hit 300,000 naira. Beneath that headline story, that main headline story, NCS records, that is Nigerian Customs Service, records 1.3 trillion naira revenue in first quarter of 2024. Detains 22 suspects in 4 months. Man nabbed over alleged abduction of housewife for sexual pleasure in Osun. Man nabbed over alleged abduction of housewife for sexual pleasure in Osun. Transparency eligibility concerns on Setonio attempt at student loan scheme. Abure reportedly escapes assassination, hope gutted. Tinubu Zulum Bunimon NLCS leader Chiroma. Federal government decries rising abscondment by varsity teachers. 5 years after USSD death conflict still unresolved. African Games, how Ghana 2024 exposed Nigeria's weak underbelly in sports development. This is a news analysis on page 4 of The Guardian. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, the editorial, log on to the website of The Guardian, www.guardian.ng. From The Guardian, we move to The Nation. Nation's headline story says, consumers flee electricity tariff hike without improved supply. Consumers flee electricity tariff hike without improved supply. Why band A users should pay 225 per kilowatt by NEC. Only 15% of customers affected. That's the headline stories today on The Nation. Of course, as usual, we have the classification beneath that headline story. Tinubu says no student will drop out again as he signs student loan bill. O2 inherited empty treasury from Ayade, says commission, and the story is on page 3 of The Nation. World Bank to renovate 441 Zamfara schools. Fire at Labour Party chair Abure's Abuja home. And Edun, federal government plans to raise bond in forests. Above the masthead of The Nation, don't dare me. Fubara warns the detractors. Nobody can remove me, he says. Wike seeks Abuja residents' understanding on projects. Shaibu's counsel works out on impeachment panel. CDS, monarchs can't exonerate selves from killing of Army 17. This story is on page 5 of The Nation. For continuation of these headline stories, inside stories, log on to the website of The Nation. From The Nation, we move to the next paper we have on our menu, and that is Vanguard. Vanguard's headline story says, electricity concerns as tariff hike hits consumers. Is a recipe for unrest, TUC. Poverty rate will worsen, economist. It will not address fundamental energy issues, Muda Yusuf. The main headline story, once again, electricity concerns as tariff hike hits consumers. Is a recipe for unrest, TUC. Poverty rate will worsen, economists, if not addressed fundamental energy issues, Muda Yusuf. Tinubu signs student loan amendment bill into law. Of course, we have the picture there beneath that headline story of President Bola Tinubu signing the student loan bill into law yesterday at the presidential villa. And CDS says why residents of Okuama community can't access their homes. Says they have lots of weapons bought with funds from illegal crude oil, says. Okoloba counters Okuama, says his mercenaries killed 17 soldiers. We never encroached on Okuama land, says Koki, Okoloba community chair. Okoloba didn't lead any attacks on Okuama, DIAG. Army asked media to desist from involuntarily encouraging undesirable elements. Obore Wurisho addressed debtors on the Okuama/Okoloba incident, Dr. Ogwanowo. These are the headline stories today on Vanguard newspaper. And we move to sports. In sports, NFF mobilizes support for Falcons against Bayana. SDSS director asks government to act fast on state police. Alleged terrorism, I'm innocent. Mieti Allah's leader Bodejo tells court. About the masthead of Vanguard, Dangote refinery to supply petrol next month. Fubara tells Wike others don't take my simplicity for weakness. Nigerian students' enrollments in UK varsities dwindle. Terrorism, court gives DSS not to detain alleged ISIS member for 60 days. Ondo Guba, APC opts for direct primary, rakes in 720 million naira. And this concludes review of Vanguard newspaper this Thursday, April 4, 2024. For continuation of these headline stories on Vanguard, log on to the website www.vanguardngr.com. And of course, also with that, we've come to the end of today's Inside Nigeria. Inside Nigeria was brought to you on Leadership Television. My name is Winifred Ugwebonti. Till I come your way again, same time, same station tomorrow. Here's wishing you a beautiful day. Meanwhile, don't forget to join us for the next 45 minutes for news. Stay tuned.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080 3688 6158.